Hey everyone, this workout is called runner focus strength. So these are all exercises that will help promote strength and focusing on areas that especially are great for runners, but also great for everyone. These hit a lot of the exercises that we don't usually do or think to do in our strength training. A couple of things that you will need for this workout is we do have some Bulgarians. So I have something to prop my toe up back there. I'm using a plyo box, using a plyo box, bench, chair, whatever you have. You can modify with a split squat, but it's not really the same. So I highly recommend that you have something for Bulgarians. We'll also be doing some things like clamshells, for example, where you might want a stronger, sturdier band, but you could still also use a skinnier band for. And then we are doing some things like banded high knee marches, for example, plank with banded knee pulls. So also recommend to have a stretchy band that will allow you movement to lift your knee all the way up with this wrapped around the balls of your feet. So, all right. That being said, we will go ahead and get started. We're gonna start out, we're gonna call this some deep squats. It just means get your legs a little bit wider, your knees a little bit more turned out to get down as deep as you can. If you can sit like all the way back down to the squat, awesome. I am not quite that mobile. All right, torso twists. Next are hamstring scoops or swoops, whatever you want to call them. Do these every time as part of my dynamic warm-up before I run. Next, we're doing a fixed lateral lunge. So that just means we're gonna plant our feet and then we're gonna go side to side. Next are windmills. Arm chasers, let's do 10 seconds forward. Reverse. This will be the end of our warm-up. And rest. So we're gonna start out with those banded high knees, all right? So we're gonna take that stretchy band. You definitely can't do it with the other solid band. And then we're going to get it under the balls of our feet. Is about where I like to have it. As long as it's underneath your feet, it's fine. This band's going to stick together. And then we're going to do a high knee march, essentially, with the band. All right, high knee march. Oh, I'm sorry, all right side. I steered you on a little bit. Only right side first for 30 seconds and we'll straight into left side. If you start alternating like me, don't worry about making that up. 3, 2, 1. Now lift just left. Three, 2, 1, rest. Now we're gonna do single leg deadlift on the right side with a knee raise. So I want to demo this one a little bit. We can do this with one weight, and so we can then let the weight kind of sit on our leg just above your knee, and I will explain to you how that's going to happen. So essentially, what we'll be doing is we're going to hold the weight. If we're going to do our right leg first, our left leg is the one that's moving, right? So we're going to hold the weight and then do a single leg deadlift. When we come up with that knee raise, try to balance, and then you're going to try to rest most of the weight on your leg, and then essentially do that knee raise and pushing against that resistance, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Once we get into this, we're gonna do 45 seconds on the right, and then we're going to go straight into 45 seconds on the other leg. All right, let's go. Right leg planted, weight in our left hand. When we come up on that knee raise, push against that weight, keep everything controlled, and then repeat. Five, four, three, two, one. Now switch to the other side. Weight goes in, whoop, watch the balance. Weight goes in our right hand. It's okay if you need to do some balance checks. If you're like me, you might be better at balancing on one side versus the other. That's why we do these kind of exercises, to work on any imbalances between our sides. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, now we're going to be doing alternating shoulder press with rotation. So pick a weight that you're comfortable with for shoulder presses. We're gonna hold the weights up here, and we're essentially gonna twist just like that, shoulder press, and then rotate all the while. 45 seconds for this one. Weights in position, 3, 2, 1. Pivot that foot a little bit whenever you twist. Three, two, one, rest. The next is a wall lean with the toe raise. I'm going to kind of show you, if you don't have a wall to lean against, and this way, so I can't show you very well off screen, essentially you're gonna lean against the wall, have your back against the wall. You could also do it braced off of something like this, where, and then you're gonna lift your toes off the ground. If you do it against a wall, you're gonna be able to put a little bit more weight into that move, but however way you can do it today works. 45 seconds, and go. I'm gonna do it here on screen just to show you. So you can do this holding onto the back of a chair, or like I said, against a wall. Against, this way you have the added bonus of your upper body working that out as well. Three, two, one, rest. All right, now we're gonna be doing side planks with a reach under. Now you can do this with or without a weight in your opposite hand. So if you're on your right side, We're gonna be in a side plank. You can reach under just by surely reaching your arm under and then up like this. Or you can do it holding a weight in that hand as well. You can hold the weight and gently let it go to the floor and then press it up. But you'll get more in regards to your core, but doing without the weight, so you can do a little bit more of that twist when we reach under. We're going to be doing 45 seconds on the right, and we'll switch immediately to the left. We no break in between. In 3, 2, 1, up in that plank, reach under and up. We're gonna be switching sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the left. Three, two, one, rest. Now we're going to be doing Bulgarians with a twist, meaning that whenever you pop your foot up, you're gonna hold one weight only. So if we're doing right, we're gonna hold right. It means we go down, hold left. When we go down that Bulgarian, you're gonna drop the weight kind of towards that opposite toe, and then you're gonna stand up, okay? That's the twist part of it, all right? So I'm gonna unpause. We're gonna be doing 45 seconds on the right and then going straight into 45 seconds on the left. In 3, 2, 1, left toe up, weight in the left hand, twist down, and then up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch positions. Left toe up, weight and right hand. Sorry, right toe up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Speed rows. 45 seconds long. This is a long speed row, okay? So think about a lighter weight. Torso steady, just moving the arms. 2, 1. Let's go. Even though we're picking up the pace, as it is a speed row, you still want to be controlled. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, next we're going to be doing a rotating deadlift. So that meaning we're gonna hold 2 weights like we normally do in a deadlift. Our feet pretty much shoulder width apart. So we're going to rotate like slightly to the left and then deadlift. And then rotate a little off, to the right and then deadlift. So engaging our core a little bit differently in this as well. So hopefully you'll find this is an interesting variation. 2, 1. All right. So like I said, rotate slightly just on your upper body to the left. And then same to the opposite side. So always want to keep those shoulders back as best you can and that back flat. Three, 2, 1, rest. Curl circles, meaning we're gonna do biceps on this. We're gonna curl and cross them in the front and then back in. All right, let's start these. Easier to show you with weights in hand. I usually cross mine just a tad, bring them out laterally, and then reverse. Nice and controlled, and nice range of motion here. Three, 2, 1, rest. Overhead tricep extensions. This means we're gonna hold out weight and then overhead tries, back down, down and back up. In 3, 2, 1. Even though this is runner focused, we need to work out our whole body, of course. Strong arms are also important for our running. I do a staggered stance on here because I tend to arch my lower back. You can also do this seated if you still find it's a little uncomfortable in your lower back. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, now we are doing a bent knee calf raise. So this means that we are engaging more our soleus muscles here, okay? So you wanna hold on to something. Most likely here you can use a chair. I'm just gonna use the same thing. But essentially we can hold a weight in our outside hand. We're gonna bend down here, lift off, like if we're doing right side, have our right leg slightly bent, left foot off the floor, and then we're gonna do calf raise just like that. Now, when we switch to left, we do 30 seconds per side. You can keep the weight in the same hand and everything, just switch your feet, okay? We're gonna go, pick whatever side you wanna start with first in 3, 2, 1. Keep that quad in that same angle. Just push up on your toes. We're going to switch feet in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, now we're going to be doing sitting down and doing a straight leg lift. So the way this works, you can just use a weight, you can use a yoga block too, but you already have free weights out. So this helps give you can do it with or without the weight, but this helps give you a guideline. What we're gonna do, you can either put your back up against something, if you have like a couch or whatever, or you can just put your hands here to brace you. We're gonna lift up that leg and then go on the outside and then back in and repeat, okay? Very straightforward here. If you have a nice range of motion, you can always bring the leg out wider. The main thing is that we're working on getting it up above that benchmark there. All right, 3, 2, 1, all on the right side first. And then after 30 seconds, we're going to switch left. So like I said, you can go wider if you like. Try to sit up as straight as you are able to. We're gonna switch to the left leg in 3, 2, 1. I'm just going, instead of moving the weight, I'm just gonna shift my body a little bit. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, now we've got front to side raise. This means we're just going to lift weights. We're gonna go up front raise, out to the side, down, and reverse. This one's always a challenge. 2, 1. Let's work those shoulders. Three, 2, 1, rest. Told you those are tough. All right, now we're going to be doing single arm sit-ups. So that means we're going to hold a weight, do 30 seconds on each side. Start out in our right hand, and then we're gonna sit up with that weight in our hand. And then after 30 seconds, we're gonna keep going on the sit-up, but switch the weight to our left hand. Try to keep that arm as extended as you can. 3, 2, 1. All right, and the right arm, sit up. And then control back down. So not only are you working your core and the sheer fact that you're sitting up, but you've also got a weight imbalance with it being only in one arm. So it works your core even harder. We're gonna switch arms in 3, 2, 1. So next time you come back down, carefully switch arms. Keep going. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, now we're going to be doing alternating high plank, I say a regular bird dog. So what I mean by that is regular bird dog, right, is opposite arm and leg, right, and back down. So you can make it a little more challenging if you want to by being in high plank and doing the same, opposite arm and leg, okay? So you can do the modified bird dog version, or you can do it fully in a high plank with your feet extended instead. Up to you. 3, 2, 1, go. Five, four, three, two, one. Whew. Rest. All right. Now we're going to be doing a lateral lunge with a knee hold. So you can do 2 weights or 1 weight. I'm going to do 1 weight on this, being that when we're going right first, which we're going to be going right first, you're going to take, you have 2 weights, like I said, and hold the other weight in your right hand. Just got the one, it needs to be in your left. So go down, the lateral lunge, knee hold. Wait until you catch your balance before you go down into the next one, okay? So we've got 45 seconds on the right, then we'll get a rest before we do the left. In 3, 2, 1, lateral lunge down. Knee hold, make sure you secure that balance before you go back into the lateral lunge. Secure the balance. 3, 2, 1, rest. So you know what to do next. Weight in the right hand, lunge down to the left. In 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, now's the time to get on a stretchy band. So I think you should be able to do this with a leg extension as well, but we're doing fire hydrants with a leg extension. So when you come up, fire hydrant means out to the side. When you're out to the side, you're going to extend your leg and then back down. You can do this without the band if you want, but you can do added with the band. We're gonna do 30 seconds to the right and then straight into 30 seconds on the left. And pause. Right side first. In 3, 2, 1. Fire hydrant out. Extend the leg and then back down. And just go whatever your range of motion will allow you. Definitely working our meat glute here. 3, 2, 1. Now switch left. So we'll be hitting it from a slightly different way, doing clamshells here soon. Our gluteus medius is so important for us as runners. And we don't often get to work it as directly, just doing regular squats and lunges. 2, 1, rest. Now we're going to be doing chest flies, which means this way, palms in, and then with a glute bridge hold at the same time. Actually, if you want to keep the band on for the hold, that would be fine and dandy too. All right, let's get into that glute bridge hold with chest fly. Three, two, one, rest. Okay, now we're going to be doing a split squat with a split squat, with a heel and toe raise. I was like, I knew it was both. Okay, so this means that we're gonna hold down to a split squat, right? And then we're gonna go toe off, or toe, heel off, toe off, okay? So it's like you're rotating back. You can do this with a weight or you can do it body weight. I'm just gonna do a body weight. We're gonna do 45 seconds on the right, and then we're going to get a rest before we move to the left, okay? So we're gonna go down in that split squat. We're gonna alternate lifting our heel off the ground and then our toe. All right, down the split squat, up on the toe, back on the heel. I promise you body weight's enough on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing on the left side. We're almost done. We just have a few minutes of active exercise after we finish the left side. And 3, 2, 1, down on the left, alternate, heel off, toe off. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, we've got 3 things left. We've got Bosch holds, and then we've got clamshells, and then we've got the high plank with the banded knee pull. We're gonna put that stretchy band back around our feet. So the Bosch holds, we're working our glutes and our hamstrings, and it's an isometric hold. I haven't done this before, where you're gonna have, I'll show you on the left so you can see a little better. Your heel is going to be planted on the floor on your left side, a little bit extended like this, and you're gonna hold, okay? So it's that isometric hold up the whole back, like posterior chain of one side at a time. We're gonna do 30 seconds. I'm gonna start unpausing, 30 seconds on the right, and then 30 seconds directly on the left. All right, 3, 2, 1, right side. First, keep that left leg off the ground. Keep pushing, driving that heel into the floor. Exit all up the backside. Hamstring, glutes, everywhere. We're gonna be switching feet in 3, 2, 1. Now switch. After this, you're going to need a band for the clamshells. I like to use the wider band, the fabric style. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, no pausing here. We got clamshells. Let's get the band around our quads. You can do this 2 ways. I recommend doing it in like a half side plank. 2, 1, right side. Get your hips off the ground, and then you're going to clamshell. You can also do it with your hips on the ground, but I highly recommend getting those hips off. Of course, can't see the back, but the feet should be glued together on the inside. Three, 2, 1, switch sides. Almost done. After this, we just have to do those banded high planks. Banded high planks, you want that stretchier band on. And 3, 2,
Yeah, listen to her.
1, rest. Last thing. If you need a little more time, in fact, I'll pause for a few extra seconds to get this around your feet. We're going to do, like I said, that high plank position. And it's just like what we did at the beginning, okay? So it's like a Heidi march, but we're kind of in that mountain climber position, okay? So I'm unpausing. In 3, 2, 1. All right, now knee pull. This is a whole minute. Halfway. Mine is slipping. Hopefully yours is not. We're almost done. Oh, I lost mine. That's all right. If you lose it, don't hesitate. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. So let's do a little bit of stretching. Great job, by the way, on our hip flexors. Since our hip flexors are hip area, since as runners, you know, this is a great way to get some mobility in. So I want to first, you can keep your right knee on the ground, put your left foot out to the side, just like this. You might have a little more flexibility. You probably have a little more flexibility than I do. You're gonna try to keep that sole of your left foot flat on the floor. And then we're just gonna do some gentle rocks, almost sitting back on that back foot. Let's get a few more and then we'll switch sides. It's on the floor in our bathroom. Sorry. Switch sides if you didn't already. All right, now let's have our right foot forward here. We're gonna do some hip flexor stretching. We'll do 5 forward, and then we'll put our foot at an angle, or lay out an angle, do 5 that way, then we'll repeat on the left. All right, so we're gonna start and lean in as best as you can, as far as you can, into that stretch, and then come back. 2, Keep that heel on the ground. Let's also work on that ankle mobility. 3, 4. One more. Out at an angle, okay? Get that foot planted. Go down. That's 2. 3, 4, and 5. All right, switch legs to the front on the left. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out the angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now one last stretch, one of my favorites. I'll do 90-90. We said lots of hip work on this cool down. All right, so get in that 90-90 position here. A little bit easier than the pigeon pose, right? And then go down into that stretch on your left side. All right, now before we switch sides, try to sit up the best you can. We're gonna do some mobility here. We're gonna lift our knee up. 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. All right, so now we're gonna switch to the right side. This will be our last to finish up on our cool down. All right, so down into that 90-90 stretch on the right. All right, now we're gonna sit back up. Same thing on your knee. Pull your knee up, down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, fantastic job. These were great moves, especially to target where we tend to be needing a little more work to support our running. But again, great for everybody, again, because these are not exercises that we typically do in our workouts. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.